Sex! Hi guys, it's your girl Casa. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm doing fine. I'm actually emotionally depleted. So this is going to be the second to the last Love Island related for this season podcast episode. What I am going to say is this topic that I'm going to talk to you about is not like, oh, the family episode. The family episode, the episode on Friday after Sun, and then the finale is going to be one big episode. Maybe going to come out on Monday, maybe come out on Wednesday. It depends. I have a lot to say in that. Okay. So we are going to talk about the disrespectful asshole men that have been on Love Island USA. There were a bunch of them that I remembered off the bat. Like that. And before people were like, oh, you're being mean to black men or men of color. Like, because I remember a lot of the Latino men that have done this. It came in because I still to this day hate them, and a lot of the black men that have done it, and it's in my head automatically. So, and then there was this one guy that I remember, Isaiah. So there was Miss Mojo had a list, and I'm like, huh. But even that, to talk about it, the majority of the guys that have been assholes and disrespectful have been men of color. There need to be more men of color that treat women with respect. Like Ray. I mentioned Ray before. Love Ray. Okay, so you guys can call me whatever you want. I know what I am. I know what I'm not. And also, the people that are saying people are being colorist this season because all the heat was put on Door. I don't care. I'm not calling his name. I don't care. Door and not... okay, here's the thing. ChatGPT is... what is it? Blasian. He's Jamaican and a black Asian. He was thrown on him. He's also... I know he's not fully black, but he's technically black. Okay, here's the thing. Casa, she's Haitian and she's half, so she's black and she's also white. Just like T and Tamara, they're half black, half white. Still considered black. Okay? So to go back to the argument, I see comments being like, oh, they're ganging up on the black woman, being on the black. The cast is majority. The majority of the cast, or a lot of people in the cast, when it comes to women, are black, brown, okay? And then there's a couple, they're women of color, okay? The majority of the cast are women of color. Black, brown, yes, there's white women as well, okay? So... no, it's not. It is not bullying. It's not colorism. If, like I said, Casa is black. Casa is black. Sorry, my brain is... I'll say specifically when I get to my finale recap of how my brain is because of one specific couple. Casa is black. Oh my goodness. Casa is black. Anaya is black. Trinity is black. Melanie I know it depends on who you ask. Some Dominicans say that they're brown, and some Dominicans say that they're black. So that goes here and there. But either way, the top four, the final four, right? They are black or mixed race. Okay? They were not bullying or going down on Tierra, and I'm calling her Tierra. She's the one. I don't care. I don't care. She was being disrespectful. When you're a Casa girl, okay? You go there. The guys, whatever, and where I'm gonna go with this podcast, a lot of these incidents happen at the Casa, and the men get their lashes. You're supposed to let the men get their lashes. Get their lashes, get the tomato, boo, tomato. They're supposed to take it. You're supposed to let them, even if you're, I don't care. No, your part is not to interfere with that. No, let them get it. They deserve to get it. No, shut up. This is what I have an issue with you. This is why a lot of people have an issue. No, let them get their boo, tomato. And I'm going to use boo, tomato for the rest of my life. Okay? That's the first one. You starting to start a fight? No, you're on the wrong show. I don't care. It's not colorism, okay? You guys are saying it's colorism. It's not. Trinity is a darker black woman. So is Anaya. People were throwing the boo tomato was for Chat GPT, and he's a lighter black man. So don't. Okay, he got his lashings. Okay. So they said, which was likely reserved, attacked Door, who's a darker black woman. I said a woman, sorry. Door, a darker black man. And they also did their lashings at ChatGPT, who is a lighter black man. So it had nothing to do with, they only did it to a darker black man. No, they did it to a lighter black man as well. So shut up with that. I'm sick of hearing it. It has nothing to do with colorism. Why they didn't do it to Insincere or / Voldemort, which I heard, which is true, / the mentor, because he sucked out Melanie's soul out, and she's like nothing now, is they were all shocked. They didn't think he was moving like that. They would have done the, and they checked on Melanie and be like, can we attack this dude? And Melanie like, no, leave it. So that's why they didn't attack Insincere / Voldemort / the mentor. Okay? That's it. Also, I feel like some of you forget how things occur. And now I'm talking about, it's fine. It's part of my, the men suck anyway. So I'll reiterate it at the finale long episode. That's probably going to be 2 hours long. Okay. The first thing that ever happened on the first episode of Love Island USA Season 8 was the compatibility challenge. Meaning you had to be compatible with that person. The last one everybody said was compatible. Say here for love and fun. Alright. Door picked plant because he thought, every girl likes plants. No. It was cat. Are you a dog person? Which I am a dog person. Are you a cat person or plants? He picked plant. I don't know who the hell. Why would you think he was like? Oh, a lot of people gonna think that girls gonna think that edgy. Try to plan ahead. Try to manipulate the situation. And no, he got no one. Because no girl is going to pick plant if they have a choice between dog and cat. And then the other things that if he has stuff in common, or one girl picked him, like, he got one door that was like, he got, which is, the ones that he got someone at their door was just one time. And also, Melanie was paired with him at a door, and Melanie's like, I'm not gonna pick him because I've dated guys like door, and it put me into heartbreak. So he's very calculated. Do you also remember when he asked Tiara to be his girlfriend? She's like, oh, she's lucky. She's having me as a boyfriend. Who are you? The way he talks and treats women, is that okay? And people be like, oh, you don't like black love, or this, that, and the other. No, it's not. An asshole man, I'm not supporting an asshole man. That's why I did not pick Tiara and Dor, and that's why I did not pick Parmita and ChatGPT, and that's why I did not pick Melanie and Insier / Voldemort / oh my gosh, what was it? Harry Potter. The Mentor. Okay, I'm not into toxic relationships. I'm not. And yeah, okay. Melanie and Insincere. I know some of you started watching Love Island USA season 6, but there was a couple that reminded me of Melanie and Insincere, and that is my lovely girl KK and the asshole Keenan. It always comes back. Keenan reminds me of the Mentor. He does. And I went, see, and this is what made me want to do this. I'm like, right. That relationship with Keaton and KK, and how we were like, we even put Keaton in the bottom to get kicked out, and then KK left with him. That's how much we didn't want KK to be with him, because we're like, KK, we want more for you. And then they end up breaking up in the real world. So what I'm going to say, because this is this situation later on, Melanie is going to leave Insincere when they're in the real world. She's going to see all the footage, see how he moves, and then she's going to break up. So I am sad, and I want her to leave. Same way I was with KK. But like all of us, we have to learn our own way. Alright, so let's get to it. I'm going to start with... I believe I only have one... No, I have 2 white guys. No, sorry. I have 3 white guys. Before I edit... Let me make sure if I'm right. Yep, I have 3 white guys. I'm going to start with them first. And then I'm going to go to the others, okay? Okay, some of them I do not have, if you... I didn't put the season. I did not put the season for this. Okay, that's season 6. There's season 3. Is that, are they season 4? Okay, one second. I want to say the season because so if you guys want to see it, you can, because I know a lot of people haven't watched from the beginning. Okay. Love Island. Because is he 4 or is he... Okay, alright. Okay, now I'm back. I got the season. Sorry about that. I just want to make sure I'm saying this correct season, because I don't remember the seasons. I remember the people. Alright, we're going to first start with Isaiah and Sydney from season 4 of Love Island USA. They both were on season 2 of Love Island Games, okay? Isaiah was a fuckboy. Emotionally distraught Sydney a lot of times. His behavior was horrible. He treated her like trash. We saw her cry multiple times. She's like, I gave him my all and this. And his behavior, how he treated Sydney, as in multiple times cheating on her. And they tried it outside and he cheated on her. And inside, kissing multiple girls, this, that, and the other. Which is, you want to know what's, all the F-boys, I'm going to call them that, all the bad boys, that I'm going to talk to you guys about, during Casa, they were being disrespectful. It's always in Casa. Before Casa, doing the same thing, lying, it's all that. Yeah, he had Sydney distraught multiple times during the season, was kissing other girls, did not tell other girls. If I'm forgetting things, it's okay. Again, this was season 4, we're on season 8, this is 4 years later. And when I was watching the video that was talking about breakups and terrible guys, then it was just that. Yeah, he made Sydney cry all the time. He cheated on Sydney and she's like, I don't deserve this, I don't. And I'm like, girl, you don't. She ended things with him and then he got a little bit better, and which is a thing that has happened, is they get a little bit better and they calm down their cheater ways for a little bit. The girls take them back, and in the outside world, they go back doing their cheater way. And I'm like, no, I didn't cheat. And yes, you did. Shut up. Alright, the same season. Wait, is it the same season? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Wait. Is it the same season? Is it the same? I want to make sure I don't think it's the same season. Give me a second. Nope, different season. Season 5. Okay, season 5 had okay. Season 5 gives me, of Love Island USA, gives me season 8. The amount of guys I hated in this season is equivalent to the number of guys I hated The number... Oh, I messed up my phrasing. I'm so sorry. Sorry. The number of guys I hated this season 5, is either more or the same of the number of guys I hated this season 8. Okay? Leo. Aaron. Wait. Am I correct? Yeah. Wait, am I correct? No, wait. No, that's season 6. Sorry. Leo. Keenan. Sorry. Yeah, Leo, Keenan. Mike. Yeah. This season. Yeah. The same as... Okay, yeah. Back up. Season 4. Funny. I hated the same amount of men. Like, despised the same amount of men as season 8. This season. Insincere. / Voldemort / Dementor. ChatGPT. Door 3. Season 4. Isaiah. Wait, who was it? Wait, no. Sorry. Mike. And Keenan. 3. I hope I'm saying the right season. Am I saying the right? Oh my, or am I doing... I think I'm doing the wrong season. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay, season 5. Sorry. Leo. Mike. Keenan. So it's season 5 and season 8. Season 5. Season 5. Leo. Leo. Keenan. Mike. And you're probably gonna ask me, why Mike? Why do you not like Mike? So I had to watch I had a podcast that I'm not releasing because I paused it because I had to go to the gym or I had to do something. And my assumption when I saw the little clip that I watched before was Megan Sal be like, "Oh, did you forget what you did, Door?" And I thought he was gonna be disrespectful, so I had a whole podcast about men being disrespectful to the host, even the host of the show or guest host. And then I did not post that because because he wasn't disrespectful to Megan Thee Stallion. So I literally did not post that. Just saying. Because I didn't watch it fully before I made the podcast. Because I was like, oh, he's gonna... Because, again, it has happened before. I was like, alright, so season 5. We got Keenan in the bottom. I'm so happy. We've got Mike in the bottom. So happy. And we got Leo in the bottom. So happy. Okay. Leo was being Mr. F-Boy. He slept with Johnny. He disrespected Cassie too much. Cassie cussed him out. Did not couple up with him. Good job. Keenan kissed the girl so high, filled her up in the bed. Disrespected KK. Disrespected her boundaries. This, that, and the other. He decided. Alright, so Keenan ended up getting dumped from the island. Um, he left. He was leaving. KK decided, oh, I'm going to go with my man. At this time, Cher Hyland was the host. We've had 3 different hosts. We've had, from the beginning to now. Ariana Madix has been since Peacock. It moved to Peacock. It was been Ariana Madix. Sarah Hyland hosted too, and then the original host of Love Island was and it was on CBS, by the way, before. No poop. Okay. Ariel was the first host for the first 2 seasons. And then the narrator was Matthew. And once it changed and went to it doesn't say. Once it and it was on CBS. Once it changed and went to Peacock, the narrator was Ian Sterling, and then 2 seasons Sarah Hyland was the host, and then after that, I think because her last season she was gonna get married, and I guess she was like sick of because the guys were being disrespectful. She stopped, and Ariana Madix has been the host. And I wanted to say Ariana Madix. She's the best. So from season 5. Wait, am I doing that right? 1 and 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to see. From season 6 onward. Okay, from seasons 1, 2, and 3 was Ariel. 4 and 5 was Sarah Hyland, and then 6 onward was Ariana Madix. Just to let you guys know for that little bit. Okay, so let's get started now officially. Okay, I already told you about Isaiah's behavior. He's still a cheater to this day. And my thing is, once a cheater, always a cheater. And then people are like, I've heard some guys that cheated in the past, and then they're like, and then I guess they find and this is if they're like straight. They find a girl that they're like, oh, yeah, I think she's the one. And then that's when they stop cheating. I'm not going to say allegedly, because some actually stop cheating after that. But for right now, I don't trust cheaters. And if you are like, you're like, oh, I just did this when I was in high school, I did this when I was in college, because I didn't want to be exclusive, right? All right. No, I'm still not giving you a pass. I'm like, I'm glad that you're not cheating on your current girlfriend or wife or fiance right now, but I still have don't trust you. Anyway, yes. So he just continued to play. Okay, Isaiah reminds me of what the mentor is doing. I'm just gonna use the mentor for right now. The mentor is doing, like how he didn't. He's different from the mentor in the way that he did say the same things to multiple girls. He just would constantly, like, kind of, in a way, cheat. In what we would kind of now cheat with multiple girls. He would talk to this girl, and talk to this girl, and talk to this girl, and then give these girls hope. But not say the same thing, though. That's the only difference. Alright, let's talk about Leo. The Dominican. Alright. And he's the reason why a lot of people, when I've talked to them, they're like, yeah, Dominican men act like this. And then me, I have some male, I know some male Dominicans. They don't all act like this. And this is where I'm like, can you pick Love Island? I'm going to pause real quick. Can you pick some better Black men and Latino men, especially Dominican men? Because time and time after again, it's not that, and I'm not saying like, oh, there's been some bad, they haven't been some bad white men, which is why I'm going to talk about Isaiah. I am going to talk about Aaron. Right. But the amount of, I'm going to say it's, the majority is Black men of any color. Like, dark, light, middle, it doesn't matter. That are complete asshole, disrespectful, fuckboys, like any negative quality under the bus. We have right, and I'm gonna constantly say, we have right. An amazing Black man that, for me, to this day, I'm like, can we get more Black men like Ray? Because Ray was awesome. And I will continue saying that to this day. Awesome. Is he very competitive? Yes. I'm talking about Love Island game season 1. Is he very competitive? Yes. But I love Ray. I still love Ray to this day. I follow Ray. I'm like, it's Ray! He's back! When I saw that Ray was at season 1 of Love Island games, I saw my girl Sully. I love Sully. Justine, I love my girl Justine. And then Ray was there. I was like, Ray! It's Ray! I get to see Ray again. Okay? These guys that I'm gonna talk, these Black guys that I'm gonna talk about, it's like, or it's just plain hatred. Or these Latino men that I'm going to talk about, one of them, I would call him an Afro-Latino, just like I would call Leo Afro-Latino. There's one. And the one that I'm like, I'll get to in a minute, and that's Johnny. I fucking hate that dude. With my soul. When I saw, and I'll get to him in a bit, when I saw him come back on Love, like, when there was a preview being like, yes, coming to the, or something like that, and it was like, oh, Johnny's coming back, and then he came back to season 2. I was so pissed. Love Island. Why would you do that to Sully? Why would you? I remember Sully being like, they brought in my ex. I'm like, Love Island, that's just rude. I was like, if I wouldn't be on Love Island, like I said multiple times, I hate summer. I hate how buggy it is. I hate how hot it is everywhere except for like the southern hemisphere that it's now winter. has a heat wave. I hate it. It's too hot. I'm like, I know I'm kind of all over the place. It's fine. This is in a podcast that's gonna be like all over the place because I'm talking about. I don't have them in order. I just put bloop bloop. I was pissed. I'm like, get this asshole off my screen. And he got like to the finals to the finals. And I got really pissed. It's just like with the mentor. Why is he still here? Why is he on my screen? And there's a difference between, there's two guys at the moment that I will be like, that very pisses me off. Johnny, I see his face, I just get pissed off. The mentor, which I will also talk to you about on the final episode that's going to be long. This is probably going to be long too. It's with the mentor, it's like I have never watched a guy on a reality TV show where I see the girl have her soul left her body. Like, it's just a shallow. This is like, if you watch Harry Potter, this is like, or have seen Harry Potter, a Dementor, they take off your soul. You feel nothing. It's depression. That's why I'm calling Insincere Dementor now. Because how am I watching you? I'm not even in the villa. I'm not even in the relationship. I feel like I'm in the relationship. My soul has left my body to the point I'm like, I can't even do the, like, if you hear my, like, I got a text, sometimes it's because some of them have been, like, people are sleeping, so I can't, but, like, now, I feel like there was one that was, like, I got a text, because I kind of judge people, not completely, but, like, I'm like, it's not, like, hyper enough, but for me, with watching this show, especially when every time I see the mentor, my soul leaves my body. My soul leaves it. So I'm trying to do the excited, I got a text and my body won't let me do it. I'm like, I'm trying. My body is like, nope. You don't have anything to get. And that night, I think I had a glass, not a glass, but like I had a cup of like alcohol, which helped me get it out. Like one cup, 1 or 2 cups, I think, and it wasn't a lot. That helped me be able to do the I got a text part and then continue it because I could not. All right. All right, we did Isaiah. Aaron. So Aaron is the first UK guy to go on Love Island USA. And when I saw that, I was like, why are you coming to Love Island USA for? As someone that watches the original Love Island, right? You could do that. And I guess he wanted to live in the USA now, or he's planning on living in the USA, so he did. I'm like, okay. We saw Kayla emotionally distraught so many times. He lied to Kayla. Casa Morris being like, no, I just kissed her. They see the movie night. This is the first year of the movie night. He lies to Kayla about what he did to Daniela. This is season 6, by the way. AKA the season that everybody started watching Love Island USA. And he just constantly lied and be like, no, this didn't happen, and Rob backed his boy up. Be like, no, that didn't happen. See, this is what I'm saying. The guys of Love Island, in general, wherever Love Island, and I've seen this multiple seasons, are not your friends. If you are friends with any of the guys in the Love Island universe, they're not your friend. If you are a girl and you're friends with any of the guys on Love Island in this universe, they're not your friends. Because they will swear up and down, be like, he's been good to you, he was loyal. Doing the opposite. They're not your friends. They'll have their boys back to the end. Oh, why would you bring her? Rob brought back Daniela, and I'm pretty sure he brought back Daniela for Aaron. And he kept lying, being swear up and down, being like, no, this didn't happen. Daniela had to tell Kayla, and he was like, fuck, Aaron. Okay, Caleb did have an issue with him on the show. This is season 3. Oh, wait, sorry. This is season 2. He was with Justine, day 1. The first black couple ever. I voted for them. Before people were like, Black love. People don't vote Black love. No. Again, like I said, I vote healthy relationships. I vote healthy relationships. There's too much toxic relationships out here. Again, I grew up with a toxic, horrible dad. And this is why I also, I think I mentioned this before, but when Kata was like, if my guy's parents are together because her parents are divorced, that's a plus for me. And I'm like, no, baby, Kata, no. Your parents being divorced is a good thing. Okay? I grew up in a 2-parent household with a dad that is toxic. Really toxic. I would say combined, because I watched Love Island. I'm going to say USA because some people won't know who I'm talking about, okay? Combined, the mentor with Keenan combined. Wait, no. I'm mentioning all these guys. This is my father, who I do not like at all. Let's combine Leo and Johnny. Chris. Isaiah, Aaron, okay, to be honest, let's just combine every guy I'm talking about in this podcast. That's my dad. Narcissist, very disrespectful to women, and he has daughters too. And he's very, women have to do this, that, and the other. Oh, yeah. Also combine all the men this season, besides Carl. as well. Very like, oh, like I said in a previous podcast, I believe it was in Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, the like women have that their mentality is like women are slaves, like the only reason they're here is to have children and to have children and to cook, clean, this, that, and the other. That's my father for you, who I do not like, who I have, again, why I'm going to therapy. Main reason why I'm going to therapy. Yes, so, exactly. So, growing up in a, and I'm also going to talk about that too, when it comes to women of color defending Dora for some fucking reason. Alright, I'll talk about that in another podcast, in the finale podcast. But because anyway, shoot, I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, Kata being like people in the same, having parents that live together. That's not my what I go for. Is your parents' relationship healthy? Is it a healthy relationship? Does your dad respect your mom? Does he love her? Was there any cheating or abuse, physical, mental, emotional abuse in the relationship? If the answer is no and it was completely healthy, great. For me personally, I would love it if my parents were divorced. If they were divorced, that would have been a more healthier environment. And you know what? I'm just gonna talk to this here too, because I'll talk about Kate. I'm going to talk to Black women specifically, okay? Leave your toxic man. Leave your abusive man. Because those are the people that are the that I've seen are the most defenders for Casey. Leave your toxic man. Leave your abusive man that's emotional, physically, and mentally abusive to you. You standing by your man, be like, my man, whatever. When he hits you, or emotionally, physically, emotionally, whatever, leave him. And you being like, we're behind KC because he's a Black man. Who fucking cares? He's a Black man. He's abusive. He has called Anaya a grandma and horrible things, thinking he's Mr. Superior, which again, my dad thinks that he's Mr. Superior, this, that, and the other, and he's the best dude ever when he treats every woman like crap, even his daughters. So, leave him. Stop supporting a horror. I don't care if he's Black. I don't care if he's Black. Stop supporting horrible Black men. Stop it. If you're going to support a Black man, he better be a good Black man. Treating women with respect. Treating you with respect. Treating the whole Black women as a community as respect. If he's a Black man treating women of any race with disrespect, leave him. If he's treating women of all race with respect, cheer for him. I'm sick of the, we as Black women have to support Black men. No. I'm supporting a Black man if he treats Black women and other women with respect. If he treats Black women and other women disrespectfully, I am not supporting him. Which is why I would never support Dora, and I never voted for him. And that's it. And I'm going to say that again in the finale of Love Island. It gets on my nerves. Oh yeah, we're going to... No, I'm not. I am not supporting a toxic black man. Never. Never. Alright. After me getting completely heated, like I said, disrespect always happens during Casa and after Casa. Rob being disrespectful to Leah. I didn't put a specific incidents, but Rob was being disrespectful to Leah in season 6. I love Leah being like, fuck you and this, that, and the other. Yeah, Rob was being disrespectful. I'm not here for everyone else. Rob was being disrespectful. Oh yeah, when he was talking to Leah and said she wasn't attractive, that was disrespectful. Alright, we're done. While doing that, I will continue saying this. Jeremiah is a love bomber. There's a difference between Jeremiah and the mentor, okay? The mentor is manipulative and sucks off your soul, gaslights you this way. Jeremiah just loves bombing you. Chris, if you saw after the villa season 2, you would see that he loved bomb Audrina, and he said this to her, and then said so, and people on screen saw that, and he was like, and some people, so, and what I saw after that was people being like, oh, we finally see why Huda crashed out. And then they're like, well, we understand why Huda crashed out, which I'm like, thank you. I'm glad that you guys finally saw it. And they're like, well, she shouldn't have. What I've heard from people when it comes to like the Huda and Jeremiah thing, they're like, we agree with, we understand why Huda crashed out, but she should have not called him a bitch. No, he's a bitch. I would call him a bitch too. And they're like, well, she could have handled it differently and not crashed out that way. And you are only with these groups of people. You don't know how you're going to crash out. And again, we don't, what I've found out about Huda, with her father, it was toxic. So, again, you don't know how people's lives were before the villa. So, however she crashed out, she crashed out. That's all I'm going to say. Chris is a guy that just wants what he wants to. As well, Chris from season 7, he wants women to listen and obey him. He wants a kiss. He wants this. He wants them to fuck him, this, that, and the other. And we saw that with behind the villa when he was like, oh, I want a kiss, and she gave it to him. And after that, Chris was like, okay, peace. This shows me Chris is like one of those guys that like, you're like, no, like, let's say you want to have sex, once you become boyfriend and girlfriend, they're like, no, come on, and they keep pressuring you, and you finally give in, and they're like, awesome, deuces, and you're like, hi, how are you, do you want to, and they're like, deuces, all they wanted was to fuck you. Anyway, we did those two. We're done with season 7. Again, I'm going all over the place. It's fine. I don't care. Caleb. I was fine with Caleb in season 2. Until after the villa, we found out he had a girlfriend. Player. Asshole. Cheater. Hate you. Now. Next. Kenny. I love Janae. Again, Kenny, I would describe, just by looking at him, I would describe him. He's either brown, Afro Latino. He had hidden agendas, and a lot of guys have hidden agendas in this show. He wanted the promotions, this, that, and the other. We all found that out, and all the racist things he was saying about Janae. I never liked Kenny. I never thought he was attractive. And I wanted better for Janae. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make this clear. I love Serena and Cordell now. Like, after Love Island. Season 6, I love them and how they are together. But I agree with Serena and everything she did when Cordell came back with that girl. He was being disrespectful. He should have respected how Serena was. She moved slowly. That was not okay. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about Mike. Mike on season 5. Say when Keenan got out, KK left, and we're like, KK, no. And Sarah Hyland was like, are you sure, KK? And then Mike's like, that's disrespectful. No, it isn't. It is not disrespectful. We all, even all the other Islanders, especially the girls, were like, KK, no, KK, he has belittled you. He has disrespected you. He doesn't respect your boundaries. He doesn't respect this. He doesn't respect that. He's been lying to you. This, that, that. Are you sure you want to leave? And we saw this outside in the real world. And he's like, that's disrespectful. No, we're trying to protect her. It's not disrespectful. And then Leo, all people, had to be like, sorry, Sarah, this is a heightened thing. He did not mean it. Yes, he did, Leo. He did mean it. If he was respectful, he would not have said that. And this is where I go back to like the podcast I did not write. If you're being disrespectful to the host, co-host, or any of the hosts, you should be kicked out right there from Love Island. Kicked out right away. Yeah, because Keaton was disrespectful to KK at Soul Tiles, doing stuff with that girl in the bed. Boy, bye. KK just like Melanie was being respectful. Alright, so Hannah and KK's relationship and how Hannah was there for KK, I believe it was how Melanie was with Anaya, being there with each other. Alright, talked about the bed. We talked about Soul Tie is disrespectful. Yeah, I don't like Keaton. Talked about that, Leah. Yep, it's all okay. All right. Which one am I gonna talk about? We're getting to the end, guys. We're getting to the end. Not much longer, I promise. I'm trying to figure out who do I want to end with the asshole that I cannot stand. Or do I want to talk about, and that's Johnny. Or do I want to talk about, aka Johnny season 3? Or do I want to talk about Leo? Surprisingly, okay, I'm ending with 2 Latinos. I thought I was going to end with the black man. But no, I ended up with 2 Latinos, I guess. All right. So the last 2 are going to be season 3 with Johnny, and season 5 with Leo. I'm trying to figure out in my head if I want to go, because one is going to make me blow my top off, and then the other is not going to make me blow my top off as much. Because, yes, I don't like him, but one just, like, every time I'm like, why? Like, it gets me to, like, the, like, anger of, like, wow. Okay, I'm gonna go in order, because technically Leo is, I didn't go in order, I just went, this guy, I went around, I didn't go in order. So, Leo and Cassie, they are both Latino. Leo is Dominican, Cassie is Mexican. Okay? They liked each other. Leo is a wanderer. He loves the female connection. He was 21. I forget how old Cassie was at the time. But yeah, he kept... The difference, again, with him, and again, he's another wanderer. Every girl or every new bombshell that came in, he was like, hi, I'm Leo. 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 And was like being disrespectful. The one thing, the thing that pissed up everybody off, Leo, one of the, Leo slept with a Casa girl. The rules that Cassie and Leo said were, they could kiss each, no, don't disrespect me, and disrespect, and they weren't going to sleep with other people. And they sent the Casa girl, they sent the girls a video of what the guys were up to, and they also showed, they did movie night. And Leo slept with Johnny, and in the video, at Casa, Cassie ripped his head off, as she should, and she was like, I knew that he fucked her. And she brought a guy back to show that she's not walking by herself. But yeah, that was just plain disrespectful. They did try outside. He cheated, of course. And Johnny and Cassie, because they're both bi, I wish they would have stayed and coupled up. Had a little connection in there. So they were like, fuck Leo. And I love that. I wish they would have coupled up. Alright. Let's get to the asshole. Alright. Let's see if I can stay calm. Well, let's see. We're ending off with Johnny. Alright. Johnny. Okay. Alright. Sally, I love. Sally is a Gemini, Latina. Oh yeah, something I forgot to also mention. The last 2 that I'm mentioning is They're both Latino couples. Okay. Anyway, Sally is a Gemini. I forget if she's a June Gemini or a May Gemini. It doesn't really matter. Sally is a Gemini Latina. Johnny is also a Gemini. Wait, no, Sally's a Gemini Latina, and Johnny is a Gemini Latino. So they're both Geminis, which is interesting. Sally was so respectful, this, that, and the other. Johnny was not. Just like I've said, all the guys have been disrespectful, did not respect boundaries, kissed, fucked, this, that, and the other, lied. Here, this, that, and the other. And did the same thing outside the villa. Oh, I'm saying this calmly. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm shocked with myself. I thought I was gonna yell and scream. Okay, he said he didn't kiss this girl, hook up to this girl in Casa. When he did, they tried to go through it after the show. Did not work out. Sally ripped him a new one when she saw him on Love Island Games, which he deserved. Okay, Johnny's a fuckboy. I'm gonna say for the people in the past, Johnny's a fuckboy. If you ever meet Johnny, he's not gonna be. I don't get why people would date him. We did learn on Game Season 1, he has a daughter. Is he with the mom? No. And this is me. Like, any of the guys that I've listed in this list, I don't like. Did I used to like them, or when I saw them come on Love Island for the first time, did I think they were cute? It doesn't matter if I thought that they were cute or attractive. It doesn't really matter. Their actions made me pissed off to the point I don't even like these people. Like, I hate them, right? So, yeah, Johnny just wants to have a good time. I feel like all these guys that I've mentioned, they only wanted to have a good time, a summer of their life. They weren't really looking for love. They were looking for like a quick hookup or someone to have sex with or kiss with. Not looking for anything serious. So how much of a liar and disrespectful Johnny was. Like I said, when I watched James, I'm like, get this asshole off my screen. Because everything he says is bullshit. Okay. So, in games, Johnny couples up with Love Island Australia girl, love her to death. She's a Scorpio. Jess. And then he couples up with Courtney from Love Island USA, who's a Sagittarius. Okay. When he disrespects and does the hot mess and terrible things that he does, sneaks around, all the like horrible things that he does to Jess, and Jess rips him a new one, I was so happy. Same thing to Courtney, and she rips him a new one. talks. He came on season 2 of Love Island Games, and couples with Audrina does the same thing. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know what Audrina's sign is, but to have a Gemini woman, a Scorpio woman, and a Sagittarius woman rip from a new one, that made me so happy. Again, I'm a Sagittarius, so I was ripping him a new one everywhere. I was like, get the fuck off my villa, my USA villa. Throw him off now. Leviathan, why would you bring him back? Oh, I was so pissed. I was like, I already had a deal with him in season 3. Why do I have to see? Do I have to? No, what? Why is he here? Why is he still here on Love Island Games season 1? And when he got back, season 2, why did you put him back? And he was like, I know I'm the villain. Yes, you are the villain. I know no one likes me. Yes, we hate you. We hate you. I don't have blood pressure problems, but he heightened my blood pressure. Like I said, I never have, not never. There's a couple people on my list that I hate. Trump, DeSantis, Johnny. He's in those. I don't have a big list. I could count them in one hand. Of assholes, right? Men that are disrespectful, right? He's on there. He's on there. And the thing is, with Gemini men, I have like, there's 2 zodiac signs that I'm very cautious with. One that I will not date at all, because that's the. And then I've met like a couple of guys in that zodiac sign that are like, okay, I can be friends with you, but if I date you, you're a good one. But I wouldn't date you because I'm like, no, let's just be friends because I have enough trauma. And that's Capricorn men. I've met a couple Capricorn men that are good. The rest are just trash, like my dad. So I will not date a Capricorn man. Because the majority I've met are toxic and controlling and abusive. I've met a couple of them that are very nice, kind, and they very opposite. And I'm like, I'll stay friends with you. And then the guy I've dated one, like, again, I've dated one Gemini man before. Would I date a Gemini man again? Probably not. If I do, I'm cautious of them. Not the greatest experience. I remember one of my girlfriends, her dad's a Gemini, and she has, like me, like I was like, I would not date a Capricorn man because I have bad experience because my dad, she's like the same way with her dad, that's a Gemini. And I was like talking to her, she's like, yeah, because he's a, I'm like, man, I'm like, like I said, Gemini men and Capricorn men, the majority of Capricorn men. Okay, no, I don't know if I've met like a really good Gemini man. I don't think I have. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna say I don't care if this is biased. Capricorn man and Gemini man, they're made different. There's probably a few of them that are good, but the majority that I've met, you want me to rip my hair? You make me want to rip my hair off and scream at you. That's how, and you guys piss me off very easily. Yeah. Like, Anyway, to conclude, because the majority of my list is of the men I've talked about are Black or Latino, and I've said this in other podcasts. Love Island, pick better Black and Latino men. Pick more Black and Latino men. Oh, with Black men, pick more Black men like Ray. I'm trying to think of a Latino man. And pick better Latino men, because I can't think of I'm trying to think. Is Leah's boyfriend, is he Latino? Sorry, I just went blank and forgot his name. If he is, then pick more guys like him. Do better. We have to, the men on Love Island have to pick more better men in general, especially Black and Latino, because there has been a pattern of them being assholes, disrespectful, douchebags, only here to have sex, have a hookup, and stuff like that. Either way, I am forever and always gonna hate Johnny, and I hate seeing him on my screen. It just says Johnny, and I see him, I'm already pissed. Well, see, there we go. We have Johnny, and every time he gets on my screen, I get pissed. We have the mentor gets on my screen, and then I feel depression. I feel like my soul just got taken out, and then when the show's over, I got it back. Alright, so like I said, this one was a long one. The season finale of Love Island season 8 USA is tonight. I probably am not gonna watch it. I was going to I'm probably not gonna watch it. I was gonna go see a comedy show, probably not going to see that anymore. And then I was going to have dinner and with a friend, which I'm probably gonna do around the time of the finale. Also, I've seen people say, because this is Love Island related, that the people that picked Melanie to be in the top 4, they think that Melanie. Here's the thing. Their logic doesn't make any sense. They're like, Melanie will win. Again, I did not pick for Melanie and the mentor. Melanie will win. She'll get the money, and she'll keep it all. I saw someone talk about this and say there's a lot of steps to how you're planning it, which is very unlikely. The mentor can win it, get the prize money. 2, it's very frowned upon to keep the money all to yourself, but we will accept it for this situation. If they win. 3, I don't think, seeing how Melanie is, I think she will split the money. She's not going to take it all. And like I said before, everybody that keeps voting Melanie and the mentor in, you hate Melanie. Melanie the mentor has taken her soul. You keep voting them to keep them in, are like, oh, they love us together. You're making her even more. You're making her think like, oh, everybody's supporting this toxic relationship, which is not true. Because even she's shocked every time they're in it. You're not helping our girl out. Yeah. Like I said, Anaya and Carl, I voted. They're a healthy relationship. I have nothing against that relationship. I'm fine if Trinity and Bryce win. Yes, interracial. Yes, healthy. And there's nothing wrong with Anaya, like a Asian boy. There's nothing wrong with that. Love is love. And Anaya, every opportunity for the people that are Anaya, every opportunity she got picked door. So shut up. Door picking her never happened. Yeah, that's all. I'm gonna end it here. The next podcast, pardon me, that's probably my stomach. The next podcast is either gonna be the hour to 2 hour finale, me recapping everything of Love Island USA, or maybe a recap of Summer House season 1. If it's one of those two, because I've been like doing Vanderpump Villa and then recap of Love Island USA. Then I did Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 1, and then I did Love Island USA. So it's either one of those two. As you can see, depressed. I've also heard people be like, are you excited this season's over? Yes. Because I feel like my soul can come back permanently in my body. And I can like feel alive again. I remember going into work and I was like, and people were like, okay. Now I'm like, I've watched Love Island USA. My soul's gone. And people that watch it, they're like, yeah. And again, this season went by quickly. It being Casa, it's already Casa. It went by quickly. It felt like it went by quickly because how things were going. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Bye, guys. Talk to you soon.